Hi, Angie Peppers here. Today's segment is going to be on how to transplant your seedlings. Here I have some tiger paw habanero chile plants. One of my good friends from where I work, he gave me the seeds and I planted them, and I had first started them out as little babies in styrofoam cups, and then I put it in this pot. But as you can see, they're getting bigger, and as they start getting bigger, I'll be putting them in bigger pots. And see, these ones are already throwing little buds out, so it's going to need more room for it to grow because the roots are pushing and it's growing. So this one, I'm just going to kind of show you how to put it. I'm going to be putting it into this pot. And again, these habanero chile plants will do good in the ground, but because I don't have that much room in my yard, I just prefer to put them in pots. So you don't want to put it in too big of a pot because it won't do so well, but as it's growing, you can just start putting in bigger pots. So I got this one here. So what I'm going to do is, if you notice, I put some dirt in there. You can get any kind of organic or any kind of Miracle-Gro soil, or if you have your own soil that you make. What I'm going to do is just put a little bit more dirt in there. Make sure, so you don't want the plant to be too deep in. So that's probably, you could always take some out and then put some back in. So what I'm going to do here is, you don't want to ever pull the plant from the stem or the base. You don't want to do that because you will tear the root, you will ruin it. So in this case, what I've done, you know, you can use any kind of device, like maybe a stick, or I know it seems a little bit barbaric. You just kind of want to loosen the dirt up a little bit, just a little bit. You don't want to disturb the root too much because that's the very essential part of the plant that keeps it alive, and where it of course absorbs all the minerals and nutrients it needs for it to live. Then basically what I'll do is, I'm going to put my fingers, you could either use these or this, however you feel more comfortable. And what I'm going to do is just carefully start shaking it a little bit. You could put it kind of in the ground a little bit. And sometimes it's very compacted, so you want to kind of go in there again. Just kind of move it around a little bit to kind of loosen it on the very edges. Let's see. Then you kind of turn it over to support the plant. And what you'll do is you'll keep doing it until it comes out. In this case, what this plant has done, basically, it's already pushed itself to the limit. So what I'm going to do is just carefully lay it without really disturbing the root. See what I've done right there? See, the root is still intact. I don't want to press down too much on it. Just very carefully start putting the dirt back in on there. Just kind of pack it in very lightly. You don't want to have to do it too hard. Bear with me, I'll get more soil, and you just kind of support it with your hand. And you want to do this basically with any flowers or any other plants you may have. Just very carefully, not to really disturb the root. Had I pulled that plant out of there, then I would have ripped the root off, and that wouldn't be so good. So you notice how you kind of just start packing it in carefully. Just basically keep going. Just there you go. And there, right there, is how I've transplanted this plant, as well as these. And what it'll do, it might slope down a little bit, look like it's a little sad, but give it about a day or two. In this case, the soil is already moist, so you don't have to water it. Give it about a day or two, then water it just as usual, and then it should be fine. So that's a lesson on transplanting your plants. All right, well, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. Have a good one. Bye.